Welcome back, everyone, to the Librarium of Ludus Infinium, where you can find RPG and RTS playthroughs, and many more playthroughs in between. And for fans or those new to 40k, I also do 40k lore on the weekends. Let's see what adventure we have for you today. How's it going, everybody? I got something a little different for you today. Now, normally I would do a gameplay video, but every once in a while the shit soup needs to be stirred, as it were. So, a lot of you know that I am from the rural United States. I'm from Virginia. I'm from rural Virginia. As obvious from my profile picture, I'm not good at it, but I do consider myself Jewish. I converted 5-6 years ago. I grew up Baptist. And the reason I'm getting into this is because I want there to be no mistaking what I am going to say. Now, I've never been to Canada. I have been to 5 different states, and this video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos, because I'm doing this off the cuff, off something I just read. So I do apologize. There will be some ums and likes and bad public speaking practices like that, but I'm gonna do this because I got pissed. Now, for any of you who didn't watch my Fallout 4 video that I uploaded last night, I got more pissed reading like for 30 seconds than I did for the 4 to 5 hours it took me to make a 15-minute video, because fuck mods and fuck me, apparently. Vortex fucking hates me. So, let's have some fun, shall we? And as you can see, it's a Twitter. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do this. A couple months ago, I had a falling out with one of my friends who is also another YouTuber. I had a massive falling out to where me and them do not talk anymore. There were a lot of things said on both sides that were unacceptable, and that is pretty much irreparable at this point. But, you know what? Fine. Whatever. It's not something I can fix. It's not something I can worry about. This is another Canadian. And I have about as much knowledge about Canada as I think these people do. And I'm gonna prove it. So, they had some comments on here. I don't want to have to pull it up from the Discord. Some replies were hidden by the tweet author. Oh, please do. Oh, so it's actually people, it's actually people supporting Dev. Oh, well, tell you what, anti-racist Sudbury, fucking hide this. How's that sound? So, I'm here on their Twitter. Actually, I am going to pull this up on a different screen. Sorry, I was not prepared to do this. Save image preview. And I'm just gonna show y'all that I am doing this so I can, okay. So this is what was pulled off of his Discord that was on there. Oops. So, he's a sick person. His echo chamber isn't helping him. The only sickness Dev has is that he isn't as into 40k as would be healthy. He knows next to nothing about it. And he does it to trigger people like me. But in all seriousness, no. When you're talking about a sick person, let's talk about sick people for a second. Sick people are, the legitimate sick person is someone who has a physical or mental ailment. I haven't been a part of his community for years. I've only been a part of it for a few months. And I'm glad I have. I went through, like I said, that with my friend, and that was, I went through a few dark episodes, we'll say for sake of argument. And had it not been for people like Dev, Dave, and Naomi, I'm not entirely sure I would have gotten through it. I also had some help with people I know around me. But just having somewhere to go just to hang out and not have to worry about anything made it all it made it a lot better. So then we have another one. Jesus Christ. No, I'm the other Jew. I went to high school with this guy. Now I'm reading your blog about him and holy fuck. I'm willing to bet this person has no idea either who Dev is or has not kept up with his channel. Because if they went to high school with him, if I remember right, he's a little older than me. I'm 28. I think he's in his early 30s. I think he's like right at 30. I graduated from high school 10 years ago. Let me tell you something. I've changed a lot since high school. Now, I'm not saying he became more negative in those changes. I am saying that, from what I understand, he's been doing Game Boomers since high school. Now, he is not racist. He is very polite. He makes, now granted, some off-color jokes, but everyone does. And anyone that tells me that they don't is either fucking stupid, or fucking lying, or both. So, back to the fun. So, now, I do want to go on a limb here and say I haven't seen this video yet. I've had a really rough past couple of days. I've had 2 appointments, both of them 45 minutes away. In fact, I've got to leave for the second one, which is today, in about an hour or an hour and a half. So, 2 days ago, I recorded 4 videos as opposed to the normal 2 I record a day. And this is going to be my second video today because, yeah, we're going to do this shit. Let me see. No, that's not it. Ah, here we are. So, this is actually his YouTube channel. And you know what I don't see? A love of the foreign. Hold on. I'm going to do this side by side. Because I want to make sure that I'm not stupid and that I understand language. A love of the foreign. Anti-racist. Huh. Yeah, maybe I'm just retarded and don't understand what anti-racist means. Maybe anti-racist to them means we're the most ignorant people in the world. He does a few funny ones. How cucked is Canada? You know, the trouble with Trudeau. I think everyone can agree. Like, ooh, anti-racist. I want to see you call out Trudeau now that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure blackface is acceptable where you're from. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Anti-social media. Now, you know what? Anti-social media. Let's talk about that. So, you have people on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, all getting blocked for literally nothing more than having different opinions. Now, there are some people that do need to be blocked that do take it too far. But there are people that just share their opinions on mostly political views who get blocked. For instance, it happened to Sargon today. Or, I'm sorry, it might have been yesterday. I did watch that video because it kind of surprised me, and it was only 11 minutes long. I was like, wait, what channel got taken down? His Akkad Daily channel got demonetized. He was going out of his way to make sure it stuck up to terms and agreement on YouTube. Actually, let's And fuck it, I'll show you. Yeah, 3 hours ago. So that was early this morning for me. And there was no reason given except for harassment, but there was no further reason given. There's nothing to back this up. So, okay, I can understand the anti-social media. There was an addendum to it. Sarah Jong, I've heard of her, but I can't really remember what it was. I want to think she was an extreme leftist, but I can't remember. Now, other than Short Fat Otaku, he also has Gamba Boomers. There are less subscribers on here, and that kind of surprises me, because honestly, I prefer Game Boomers to the political, mostly because I call myself an independent, but I'm mostly apolitical. It's really that I just don't give a shit. And realistically speaking, what it really is that I really am, on the political scale, an independent who leans closer to the right. That being said, I will take any argument the right presents and any argument the left presents, and I will agree with them and disagree with them at the same time. For instance, gun control. I agree and disagree with it. Here's how. With gun control, you did have states like Germany in the 1940s who implemented gun control and basically took over their own country. Gun control is this is what happens when you try and get a 2-year-old down for a nap in the next room. So, gun control, I believe, is a net negative effect. However, there are people, felons, mentally ill people. When I say mentally ill, I mean usually towards the schizophrenia, even arguably bipolar mental disorders, who, in my opinion, should not own firearms. Now, in the list I have given in the past, one of the things was suicidal thoughts and tendencies, or prior suicidal thoughts and tendencies, and depression. I fall in that category, which, for those of you that don't know, by my own argument means I could never own a firearm. And I don't own firearms. And I am okay with that. So even by my own argument, I'm in the negatively affected group, and I accept this and I understand this. What people are looking for now is ways they can benefit more through political means, and this is bullshit. This is why I say I'm more apolitical, because I don't give a shit, because it's the same thing from each side. Who can get more out of who? It's not who can do what's best for everyone. It's, can we come out on top, or can we come out on top? And it's just bullshit. So I try and stay as far the fuck away from it as possible. And back to my original argument, that's why I like Game Boomers. Is because all it is just hanging out with friends. I have a friend of 16 years. We don't stay in touch like we should, and I miss the hell out of him some days. Actually, I'm sorry, 17 years now. And we used to do this shit all the time when we were younger. We would just sit around playing video games. Some of my favorite ones were the Saints Row series, when we would just do stupid shit. I mean, this takes me back to a time when I was younger, when I just... when life had a lot less worries in it, quite frankly. I mean, my friend, he got me through bad breakups. He got me through, yeah, having a good heart-to-heart over here. But, when I was younger, I did have a suicide attempt. He helped get me through that. So, and let me tell you something right now. Another thing, anti-racist Sudbury. Next time you want to call someone out, make sure it's not someone who actually, one, works for a fucking living and likes doing what work they do. Because let me tell you something. I pump out 2 videos a day, and mine are not as good quality as Short Fat Otaku. I hope to be that good one day, but it's going to take time, and all I can do is improve along the way. And one of the things that cripples me is I'm trying to stay away from political stuff and news stories. I thought about doing it for a while. The most news stories I'll get into, you might have saw that I covered it a while back, is when Chicken Media went after MXR. That I don't mind doing. This I don't mind doing because they're coming after YouTubers. I will defend a YouTuber if I believe they're right. Game Boomers puts out, I believe, not Game Boomers, but Short Fat Otaku puts out a video a day. I'm going to go back and check just to make sure I'm right. Well, close to. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 1 a day. So I absolutely respect that. And in addition to doing that 1 a day, he also goes on Game Boomers and streams once as well. There's actually one missing on here where he did a dump with Scrump. But he here's the funny thing for me though. That's still 2 a day. Because you're doing this, and then I think the shortest one I've ever seen was about 2 hours. And, you know, that's hard work right there. And it doesn't sound like you just, I mean, quite frankly, and I'll say it this way, because even I do it, you just sit on your ass making videos. But one, now everyone sees I wear glasses. Doing this puts a strain on my eyes. Yeah. He's trying to get in on the conversation. But like yesterday doing Fallout 4, it took me 3 hours to set up just to get 15 minutes of a recorded video that I ended up hating doing, but was funny because I was raging half the time. And it's just kind of like, why? You know, there are days when I even wonder, is it worth it? You know, right now, I mean, I'm not even that big. I have 130 subscribers, so I'm not big. I don't really have a fucking say in this. Why is it important to me? Well, because it's a YouTuber getting shit on for no reason other than for someone to, you know, just like, see, look, only 250 following, so they're just trying to punch up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm right here at your level. Bring it, bitch. And I have no problem coming at you. I'm going to tell you why I have no problem with you, because you're a piece of shit that'll go after someone just to get popular. I'm not defending him to get popular. I'm defending him because I think it's morally right. I'm defending him because I believe wholeheartedly that him, Dave, and Naomi are good people, and they don't deserve this kind of bullshit. There are plenty of people I will defend. I actually, like I said, I came to the defense of MXR. You think they need fucking someone with, at the time, 90 subscribers to come to their defense? Fuck no. They had the quartering. They had a bunch of other people doing it. They actually had people with no subscribers just making videos. And it was, I think for some of them, it was their first videos. Yes. But, I mean, it's just, I think it's ridiculous that people want to pull this shit off and think they can get away with it. I think it's sad. You know what? If you want to be anti-racist, all the more power to you. I'm anti-racist too. But don't use the term and not go by it. If you believe someone is anti-racist, don't just blanket statement that they're anti-racist. Don't. Or that they are racist. Because when you pick someone like Short Fat Otaku, you're picking the wrong person because they're not racist. And people like me, who have no problem with it, will call you out for your lies and your bullshit. Now, again, I haven't watched Islam in Canada. I just today I don't have the time. I woke up late. I was planning on doing a recording much later. I think I was actually planning on doing Knights of the Old Republic. Fuck. I don't want to do Knights of the Old Republic. I don't. That game sucks on PC. Anyway, but I have a feeling that I have as much of a knowledge of what's going on in Canada as this fucker does. Actually, there was something else. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, really? I'm just gonna do this. No, motherfucker. Now rename it. Fuck it, we'll call it R. R. As for the video itself, he spends a lot of time reading news articles where Muslims commit crimes. You could cherry pick headlines for any group and do this. Well, yeah, you could. You absolutely could. They're right on this. Here's the problem. How far back you want to go? Oh, I'm not saying gamers don't commit crimes. Absolutely not. I'm willing to bet most people who commit crimes do play video games. Do I think he's cherry-picking headlines? Nah. And I'm going to explain why. Now, I'm a big advocate for seeing both sides of the story. You know, there are two big groups in Islam. One that sees it as a religion of peace, and one that sees it as we must kill all infidels, which are two very big polar opposites. They're about the only religious group I see that. I don't see, Christians and Jews, even, and I don't really see any stories about Hindus, period. But, you don't see that many stories about, people religiously motivated crimes, except for Muslims the majority of the time. So, oh, damn it. Okay, I'm fine now. I think I coughed up one of my lungs into my chest. Well, coughed it up further into my chest. Anyway. So your argument that he's intentionally calling out Muslims, well, I mean, it's Islam in Canada, so yeah, maybe, I guess he is. But saying that he's cherry-picking it, you have to have a better argument than that, just on the basis that you don't have to cherry-pick that fucking hard for it. It's like, oh, look, another shooting. Oh, look, another stabbing. Oh, look, another bombing. I mean, fuck it. Okay. Anti-racist Sudbury, if you're watching this, and you probably got the ego to fucking do it because you see it's about you. You probably have the ego to watch it because you see it's about you. Do me a favor. Show me a Jew doing it. Show me a Christian doing it. Please. By all means. If you can do the same story that he did without cherry picking, or let me rephrase that a different way. I want you to do the same story he did without what you call cherry picking, and I want to see what you get. Otherwise, if you can't do it, if you can't create YouTube videos like that, if you have, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah. If you have no drive to put your money where your mouth is, then shut the fuck up in the first place. And I'm going to tell you why you can shut the fuck up in the first place. Because I'm sitting here in Virginia in one of... I've had to deal with a lot of racists here. I've had to deal with a lot of anti-Semitism. So I know what it actually is. I don't think you do. Now, I could be wrong. I know I know even less about you than I know about Short Fat Otaku. But, I have enough of a feeling that if you're calling yourself anti-racist anti-racist Sudbury, and you're going after someone who is very clearly not racist and calling them racist, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. And all you're doing is trying to get popularity and just, trying to get a bigger name by yourself by stepping on people's throats. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can try to do that all you want. Expect people like me, who have very little to lose, who will come after you because it is morally right. Because I'm not going to step on your throat to make myself look better. I'm going to tell you just to fucking stop where you are, look around and see like, no, you're wrong, and in this case you're actually pretty damn dumb about it. But anyway, that's been enough of me ranting about how fucking stupid you are. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. You know what? Fuck it. If you see this, actually reply on why you're doing this. And don't give me the bullshit reason of, well, he is racist. No, I want, like, if you're doing it just so you get popular, fucking say it. Because, I mean, I want the actual reason now. I'm really curious on why you're going out of your way to punch up to look like an idiot. And that's all you're going to achieve by this, is looking like a fucking idiot. You know, and the funny thing is, I got into Short Fat Otaku through Arch Warhammer. I got into Uzulu through Arch Warhammer. And I started with Arch Warhammer, I'm not going to lie. That's how I got into a lot of my... That's how I got introduced to V. That's how I got introduced to Sargon. That's how I got introduced to Short Fat Otaku. That's how I got introduced to Uzulu, to Gibbs, to all of them. And you know what's funny? I think Arch Warhammer might be the edgiest out of all of them, but I wouldn't even go as far as to call him racist. Prejudiced? Maybe. Racist? No. But even then, I would still argue in his favor about calling him prejudiced if you're going to do it without proof than just basically saying, well, he's a bad guy, so he's prejudiced, or he's racist, or what the fuck ever. If you're going to have that argument, be like, show me. And you're not going to do it because you're a little coward. And here's how I know you're a coward. Come here. Oh, whoops. Nope. Shit, not what I want to do. Okay, come here. View tweets hidden by user. And it's people supporting them. It's people supporting Short Fat Otaku, and you hid those. So you don't want any contradicting opinions. Cool. Guess what? Ain't gonna stop me. Because I'm not doing it through Twitter. And here's another problem. Here's how I know you're stupid. Because you think doing this shit is going to make you look good when I'm making you look really fucking bad. Because I'm showing everyone that you hid this shit. And you don't have to like it. But here's the best part. This is actually beautiful to me. So not only am I calling you out for lying and calling you a spineless little shit, now everyone knows you're a spineless little shit. Oh god. Oh, I didn't even think that far ahead, but damn, that's actually kind of funny. So you know what, if you want to reply to this, I do have a comment section, and I'll show you the respect. I won't even fucking hide it. Now, if you get on there and just outright call me an asshole, yeah, I'll probably hide that. But if you want to have an actual discussion about it, shit, I have my link to my Discord in the description. Hit me up on there. I have a link to my Twitter. Shit, I'm going to at you when I post this on Twitter. Isn't that going to be fun? So if you want to have a discussion about it, I'm more than willing to hear your side of it. I just don't think you're gonna. I really don't. And I'm going to explain why. Because doing that shit right there shows what a spineless little bitch you are. But that being said, Dev, Naomi, Dave, I hope y'all are having a great day. Sargon, I hope shit works out for you. And Arch, you know, I'm really not going to apologize that I question that you're prejudiced or not. It's just that You seem like a cool guy to talk Warhammer over. I just don't want to talk politics with you because I know we disagree on a lot of stuff, and I want to keep it that way. That just accepting the fact that we disagree and just not going into detail. But, that being said, no, I think I'm done with that. I've done a good 30-minute video on why this person's a spineless little shit who doesn't know any better. But, hey, whatever. So I will, I'll end it there. I'll catch you all later.